For all of the traditional drawing materials and applications, there are many artists today who try to broaden the notion of what drawing can be. This South African artist, William Kentridge, creates large-scale drawings with the traditional medium of compressed charcoal. These drawings display all of the formal qualities of draftspersons like Käthe Kollwitz. The difference is that Kentridge uses his drawings to create animations. These films are often political in nature, dealing with themes like apartheid and the racial divide in the artist's home country of South Africa. What makes Kentridge's work different than most animation is that when he draws one image and captures it on film, he will then erase the moving element and draw back into the same picture. Since compressed charcoal is so difficult to erase, there is always a ghost image that is left visible. This inability to rid the film of its past seems to have a direct correlation with South Africa's difficulty of moving on from such an intense history of oppression. Kara Walker is a contemporary African-American artist who uses drawing as a form of installation. Like Kentridge, Walker's work focuses on the topic of race relations. She draws life-size silhouettes of figures that she then cuts out of adhesive vinyl and sticks to the wall of the gallery. This type of aesthetic seems to reference the cameo silhouette cutting tradition that was popularized in the 18th and 19th centuries. This time period, of course, coincides with the history of slavery in the United States. Walker's images are often shocking and humorous as they deal with both real and imagined racial stereotypes from that time. The contemporary Austrian artist Erwin Wurm also sees how he can incorporate the practice of drawing into installation. Wurm's series called 1-Minute Sculptures use contour line drawings as their point of entry. The artist will draw these instructional images on the gallery wall near some sort of prop. He intends the viewer to then utilize the prop in the way displayed in the drawing. In this way, Wurm is challenging the viewer's role in the art gallery. He wants to make the viewer an active participant, even if this means that they need to do something silly in the process. When the viewer participates, they literally become the 1-minute sculpture. That one can't feel good. One popular contemporary approach to drawing is the use of mixed media. Again, mixed media is any instance where an artist uses more than one medium in a single work. Julie Moretu is an Ethiopian-born contemporary artist who uses any number of media to create her large-scale drawings. Everything from ink pen to graphite to marker to acrylic can be found in one of her pieces. The swirling imagery that she depicts has the dizzying effect of a tornado. The diversity of her media only adds to this overwhelming aesthetic. Most of what we've looked at in the drawing lecture can be classified as conventional media. Media like graphite, charcoal, and ink have been used by artists for centuries, if not millennia. Since the 20th century, many artists have challenged the definition of what can be drawing media. The media that these artists are working with is called non-conventional media. In this image of Pablo Picasso, the artist used a flashlight to make a drawing. To create this effect, he was photographed in his studio with all of the lights turned off and the blinds closed. The photographer then opened the camera shutter for a long exposure. As the shutter was opened, Picasso used the small light to create a signature contour line drawing of a bull. At the very last moment, the blinds were opened, exposing the artist in the act of drawing. When the film's negative was printed, it included both the artist and the drawing in the same picture. In this case, actual light was the drawing medium. This contemporary Brazilian artist, Vic Muniz, makes drawings that are anything but conventional. He works in series such as Pictures of Chocolate, where his images are drawn using the material in the series name. In this case, he is drawing with actual chocolate syrup. By depicting the messy painter Jackson Pollock and the scatologically minded Sigmund Freud, Muniz is using his media to poke fun at monuments of our contemporary culture. This series, Caviar Monsters, depicts classic movie monsters that are drawn with the medium of little fish eggs. His Pictures of Diamonds series depicts images of Golden Age Hollywood leading ladies that are drawn with real diamonds. I am especially fond of his Pictures of Dust series. In these pictures, Muniz depicts images of well-known minimalist artworks from the 1970s that he draws with actual dust that he collects from the museums where they sit. Since media like chocolate syrup and caviar cannot last very long in a gallery, Muniz's drawings are documented and displayed in the form of large format photographs.